Richie, two sides today cancelled each other out a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Very similar in the style that we play. Very similar in sort of shape and formation. And very similar in terms of defensively as well. So, and I'd have to say, myself and Dean are very similar. So I know that he will have known everything about us the same way as we knew everything about Walsall. So you could almost say, yeah, probably a cancellation.
They got the best defensive away record in League One, and it's not hard to see why. And they're a very resilient side, aren't they? Hard to break down.
Yeah, very. Although we did have opportunities, and maybe on another day when we're in a slightly better place in terms of confidence. Maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago when we were on that run, we could have probably punished one or two of the things we had today. But we're slowly turning that corner again, and that's now 3 unbeaten. A clean sheet, so a lot more positives than negatives today.
And with the forward players, with Jamie and Billy Clarke, just needs one of those goals to go in, and then we're off again, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I mean, with Billy, it was a big ask for him today because of obviously how long he's been out, and obviously we're not having the reserves. We can't give him any kind of match practice. We can't give him fitness, and he did say he didn't feel the sharpest. And obviously, as it goes on, you then run the risk of injury. So I thought Jamie was fantastic. To be fair, I thought he was a real handful. He ran himself into the ground. And Billy, obviously, it was a big ask for him really in terms of coming back after being out for so long. So that will take time. But even Gaz and Emil, when they came on, it just didn't quite fall for him. But on another day, it could have. Defensively,
though we look solid, and when he had to, Paul Jones made a couple of good saves. Didn't
he? Again, the only worrying thing is, I mean, in the first half, I can't remember him having an effort on goal. In the second half, majority of the chances were predominantly, again, maybe poor mistakes. Jones's poor decision of a throw out. But again, I'd have to say I thought we limited him. Although Jonesy was man of the match, I thought we limited him to very few chances.
You made some changes today. Dropped Josh Simpson, the captain. That must have been a hard decision.
It was, but I've had to sit and think hard about it. In that, because he's captain, he's not a machine, and he gets as tired and run down, and even. And it can be hard work as a captain when you're not feeling so good and your game's not so good and you've got to keep picking people up. So a lot, and Gary suffered from that as well last year. So even though they're the captains, they're not machines. And I had a conversation with him, and he totally agreed that it was time for somebody else to step up and take a bit of the pressure and help people round about him, so that maybe at some point he can concentrate back on his game. So. Like I say, he's played every game I think for us so far. So you think
different positions as well.
Yeah, loads of different positions and responsibilities. And to be fair to him, he says I'm happy to do that. I'll do my bit for the team. I do whatever I need to do. So, which is a fantastic attitude to have. But we can't just keep throwing him out there and assuming that he's going to be okay.
Got a game very quickly again Tuesday night against Swindon, but it's building and on the positive side, let's take forward what we've got today.
Yeah, I said to the players there, look, we'll speak about the negatives for 20 seconds and then let's really concentrate on the positives. And the positives are, 3 unbeaten and it's a clean sheet. And I said, look, if you carry on with the same attitude and making the right decisions, you never know. One day you study and you go in with 6 unbeaten, and this has really played a part in it. So, we had to start somewhere with the run we went on a few weeks ago. And you look at some of the results today, a 0-0 at home to a team who are in the top 8 isn't a bad result.